Ooh, still hot. Hello, welcome to my reading vlog. I wanted to start a reading vlog today because over the past couple of months I've been in such a weird reading headspace. I don't want to say I've been in a reading slump because it wasn't like I wasn't reading, I just wasn't really excited about most of the things that I was reading. However, I've actually just recently finished one that I absolutely loved. I finished reading Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson, and I think that book cured me of my reading slump. I'm very excited about reading again. The theme of this vlog is for me to read some more poetry. So that previous poetry vlog, I was looking through a couple of the unread poetry collections that I had on my shelf that I have not picked up in such a long time, and I just wanted to read them. This poetry vlog are filled with poetry collections that I'm actually pretty excited about, and they're pretty new to my collection. Two of them I bought brand new. One of them I found at a secondhand shop, and so I guess I'll show you my TBR for this vlog. So the first one is the one that I got secondhand, and that is The Complete Poems of Emily Bronte. Now, I have loved Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, her sister, and I've always wanted to read Wuthering Heights. I've always been a little bit scared of it because I get really scared of classics that were written before the late 1800s because I feel like the language is a little bit different. But I really want to read Wuthering Heights, and then I found out that she actually wrote a lot of poetry, and I thought I would pick it up. The second book, I've had this on my Goodreads TBR for a while, and I've always wanted to pick it up. Night Sky with Exit Runes by Ocean Vuong. The third poetry collection that I have here, I'm very excited about. I did also already start reading this, but Carly from Uncarly, the channel Uncarly, I watch a lot of her videos, and she raves on about this book, Serious Concerns by Wendy Cope. It's a poetry collection that came out in the 90s. I found out this edition is a newer one, but apparently, yeah, her poetry collections are like back in the 90s. So yeah, I'm excited to pick it up. I think I mentioned in the previous poetry vlog that I'm not really into the modern poetry style, like the insta poetry type stuff. Ocean Vuong's one, I hope, is, I don't think it's insta poetry, is it? It doesn't look like it is. Let me have a look. It doesn't really seem like it is. It seems very like long. So I like long poems. I think they're really, I like poems just like my music. I like poems that sort of tell a full story. I think that's why I really like Taylor Swift's lyrics, because she tells narratives in her songs. Anyway, I've got my tea here. I'm gonna hang out for a bit. I've just gone to the gym, so I don't really need to do much. I'm going out to dinner with some friends tonight, and then I don't know what we'll do afterwards. We're on a little bit of a road trip today, going book shopping, of course, because Andrew felt like checking out some secondhand bookstores. So I haven't done much reading. I did do a little bit of reading of Wendy Cope's Serious Concerns this morning. I'm only like halfway through, so I'll probably finish it today, and then I'll let you know what I think. And if I buy some books, I'll show you that as well. Oh yeah. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle. For sure. Make it
garden in my beard.
Okay, I found 2 books. This is The Secret Garden with the little princess, and it's got really big text, and I'm very excited about it. And I like that cover. Also, Anne of Green Gables. I think this is the children's classic, so again, pretty big text.
Oh, do you know what I realized about turning the light off?
What?
I can't see the actual title.
You won't know which one you're holding up.
Oh, I guess, if I'm holding it onto the screen. Okay, book haul time. We're home and we got some books. I won't show you the books that Andrew got because I don't know much about them. So the first bookstore that we went to, I think I showed a clip where I found The Secret Garden and The Little Princess, and I did end up getting this one, but I think I also showed in that clip that I found Anne of Green Gables as well. I didn't end up getting the Anne of Green Gables because that particular secondhand bookstore is like a private owned business, like it's not a charity shop, so it was a little bit more pricey. It's pretty expensive actually, but I thought that this one was worth it because I really like the condition of this book, and it's really big and the artwork in it is really pretty, and it's 2 books in one, so I bought that one. And then after that we went to a charity shop where they had a lot of books. The book section was pretty big, and I found 3 books in the kids section. So the first one that I found is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and this is the one with the not the movie edition one, it's the one with all the artworks and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. And then after that I found 2 books that I've been looking for pretty much everywhere. Every time I see this series I never find the first and second book until now. So I found the first and second book in the series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. I'm hoping to do a like marathon read of these books, so I really want to collect them all secondhand. Yeah, so those are all the books that I got today. Okay, so I finally finished Wendy Cope's Serious Concerns, and I really enjoyed the first part of it. I think there was like 4 or 5 parts, like different sections in this poetry collection, and I pretty much enjoyed the first part of it the most. There were a couple of other ones that I did sort of enjoy in the other sections, but for the most part I think I only enjoyed the first part of it. Okay, so the next poetry collection that I'm going to try and pick up is Ocean Vuong's poetry collection. I'm not sure if I want to pick this one up or Emily Bronte's one. I don't know, we'll see. I might not read the next poetry collection until tomorrow though, because I want to read some of my novels tonight. Time for a poetry update. I finished reading Ocean Vuong's Night Sky with Exit Moon poetry collection. I have to tell you the truth, in the beginning when I picked this book up, I read a couple of the poems and I was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm gonna like enjoy this. I don't know if I'm gonna understand it. It's a little bit more lyrical than what I'm used to, and I put it down for a day. And then Andrew suggested that I look up a little bit more about him as a poet, as a writer, and sort of what the actual poetry collection is meant to be about from his perspective, and what other people say about it and things like that, so that I might be able to get into it a little bit more. So that's what I did. I looked him up a little bit, found some interviews on him and things like that, and it made me understand a little bit more of the poems, which I actually ended up enjoying. I'm still getting a little bit used to his writing style. I think it's really pretty. I think it sounds really nice. I think the imageries are really nice and like raw. It's like he writes all these things that seem very disturbing and a little bit sad, but he writes it in such a sweet way. So yeah, I did a dog ear a couple of the poems in here. There was this one that is about him. The beginning of the poem is about him pulling his dad out of the water, and I really liked that one. There was another one that was really jarring. It was supposed to be set in like 1975 when the Vietnamese bombings happened and things like that, which I thought was also really nice. I really like the other one that was about them traveling on a boat, and I'm not sure if that was supposed to be the perspective of his mum, but a lot of this is mainly about his dad. It's not what I'm used to. I'm still getting into his writing style, but I'm glad I picked this one up before picking up the novel, what's it called, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, because now that I know what his writing style is like, I feel like I can go into that expecting the same type of style. So yeah, I finished these two books during this vlog. I was supposed to try and finish it during the weekend, but it's not the weekend anymore. Anyway, I know that I mentioned that I was gonna finish reading Emily Bronte's poetry collection as well. I did start it. I'm like weirdly into it. I thought I was gonna struggle with it because, you know, this was written in the mid 1800s, and I think I've said this before, but with writing styles and with books and poetry and literature and stuff, I feel like my understanding only reaches up to like 1840s. Anything before 1840s I feel like is written really tough for me to understand. It's just like a completely different language for me in my head. So after like around about the 1840s, basically Jane Eyre, and then like anything that came out around Jane Eyre or after Jane Eyre, I could probably understand. Anything that came out before Jane Eyre is a bit tricky for me to understand. So I was surprised that I understood some of this. I did start reading it, but again, I don't think I'm gonna like try and finish this during this vlog, because I kind of want to end the vlog here and just edit it. And also with this poetry collection, because it's so thick and the font is so small, so I know there's like a lot of poetry in this, I kind of want to dip in and out of it a little bit and take my time. So yeah, but you know, I'm happy with the two poetry collections that I finished. I might reread Ocean Vuong's one again and again just to understand it a little bit more, and I enjoyed the first half of Wendy Cope's collection, as I mentioned. So yeah, let me know if you have any poetry collection recommendations for me down in the comments below. But other than that, I'll see you in another video soon.